Hi everyone, this is Terence Tan over here, the Impossible Investor. Now, I'm going to get to the second week and second stock for my series of 10 impossible stocks for 2019. Now, so we have 7 weeks to go before the end of the year itself and the beginning of 2019. So I'm going to cover some stocks that I think will do pretty well come 2019 itself for you, all right, as well as the people who are in our community right now. Now, so let's get going over here. So today I would like to cover this stock called Exxon Mobil. Now, so welcome back again if you're watching the second video and second stock in this series over here. So Exxon Mobil is the stock that we're going to talk about today. And these are some of the reasons on why, I think actually Exxon Mobil is one of the biggest and best companies out there. Now, so Exxon Mobil is definitely one of the biggest when it comes to the oil and energy sector itself, and of course as a company in that sector itself as well. Now, so when you mention Exxon Mobil, pretty much everyone knows what it does and its stature in the business industry itself. Now, so oil prices over here has experienced a significant drop since 2014. And what has happened over here is for Exxon Mobil, despite being a great company, it's one of those companies where we call it pretty much cyclical over here, where the profits that it makes are pretty much out of their control to a certain extent because they commit to long-term projects in terms of digging and mining oil over here. And what happens is the end product sale price is actually out of their control and it's governed by the market price. So when oil prices, crude oil prices tanked over here in 2014 and stayed low even until today itself, many oil companies have actually suffered as a result in terms of their profitability. Now, but Exxon Mobil is just upstream, downstream. They cover pretty much everything when it comes to the oil and gas industry itself. So they are pretty much in the best position to kind of weather this storm when it comes to the whole industry suffering as a whole. Now, so definitely Exxon Mobil was not spared during this period of time. Now, but what Exxon Mobil has since done is begin some corporate moves itself to divest the assets that it has under its stable and also to reorganize some of its business functions as a whole. Now, so what has happened as a result of all these corporate actions are that it has started to resume profitability in 2017 as we witnessed this, and many of the oil companies have since bounced off their lows from 2017 until today, but there's still a lot of opportunities out there for these oil companies. Now, so if I'm going to touch any of these oil companies right now, I'll definitely want to have Exxon Mobil as one of them on the list. Now, another reason that I find it pretty much enticing over here going into 2019 to be part of or having oil stocks in my portfolio over here is pretty much the corrective action that is ongoing in the markets right now. So we're pretty much not going to see a lot of bullish action like what we've experienced in the last 2 years in the stock market itself. So if markets do correct, all right, we know one thing for sure, and that is definitely oil and gold prices are actually going to move in the opposite manner. Now, so if that happens over here, when oil prices go up, it would add to the profitability recovery of Exxon Mobil as a whole, and that would actually lift the stock prices for Exxon Mobil despite the rest of the markets coming down. So this is one of the reasons why I think Exxon Mobil do have pretty much good potential itself going to 2019 because you really want to be defensive, all right, for the whole of next year itself. And Exxon Mobil is definitely one of these stocks that you can have in your defensive portfolio that you're trying to build, yet benefit from the markets itself come next year. Now, so many actually find it hard to value oil companies as a whole because of the cyclical nature itself. And it's not made any significant real up move because of that. Now, so oil prices have been kept low, right? And despite its improved fundamentals as a company itself, the stock price has not actually kind of moved up by a lot. So there's still a lot of opportunities out there when it comes to Exxon Mobil. Now, let's look at the prices and more details about this. So today we are actually on the 13th of November when I'm doing this recording right now. So yesterday, Exxon Mobil closed just under $80 over here. And that actually means that the low valuation leads to actually a pretty good dividend yield when it comes to oil stock. Exxon Mobil now gives investors a forward dividend yield of about just over 4% over here, which actually again beats long-term inflation rate at 3% right now. Now, going further from that as well, looking at this, entry price of below $80 actually bodes pretty well for some profits to be made in 2019 for this company itself as well. and currently the PE ratio on a TTM basis sits at around 14 over here for this great oil company that we're looking at today. Now, so looking at Morningstar website, courtesy of Morningstar website, now we see the last 10 years sales revenue when it comes to Exxon Mobil. So we can see it's done pretty well towards the beginning of this period, and then come 2014 itself, we see that slump, and you can see how severely sales revenue were being affected. And what we're seeing right now is we start to begin to see an upturn in 2017 itself. Now, so looking at that over here, it bodes pretty well, and you can see earnings per share took a sharp dip, and then it dipped further after that, and only to recover in 2017. So the TTM right now actually shows a further recovery. So that's actually the trailing 12 months results that we're looking at for this company as a whole. Now, so after suffering from low oil prices, Exxon Mobil have actually started to turn things around in 2017. So as it continues to do this, as it streamlines and deal with the low oil prices environment, and still squeeze out profitability and improves profitability, so we actually think there's a good potential come 2019. Now, next, going to our stock filters over here for the Impossible community itself. So if we put in Exxon Mobil over here at Monday's prices, Monday's prices over here when it was still just 80.87, it actually puts the stock in what we call a safe zone over here on both our 5-year money filter outlook as well as a 1-year price filter outlook. So it provides a pretty safe valuation right now based on current prices to actually have a look at adding this stock into your portfolio come 2019. Now, having said that, so these are some of the simple reasons I have for looking good at Exxon Mobil over here. So this is one of the stocks that we want to talk about, and we want to position ourselves going into 2019, and we see a lot of potential with it. So there are many current issues again that unsettles investors. So once again, these are cleared, as we said in the last stock that we covered, the dark cloud cover on any companies. The buy side pressure will actually start to kick in. Now, so this is actually the second stock that I'm covering in my series of 10 stocks to kickstart your portfolio in 2019. And with that, I hope you like this video as well as the first one that I did over here. So do leave a comment if you have any ideas on this company as a whole, or any other stock investment ideas that you'd like me to cover in my video series that I'm about to add on this channel itself. Now, so leave a comment if you like a video idea and you'd like me to cover. And do subscribe to my channel over here that I'm building up. If you'd like to know more top quality companies that I'm going to do in my series of 10 companies for 2019. And next week, I'll be seeing all of you next week again for stock number 3 on the list over here. Now, so again, thank you for viewing and staying until the end of this video over here that I've done for today. And as part of a disclaimer notice, whatever I'm sharing with you right now are purely for an educational purpose. So if you like to follow any of these stocks that I mentioned over here, do your own analysis before proceeding to do so after watching this video itself. So there's always a risk of loss, so do make your own judgment before going into any of these stocks. Now, so that's the end of this video today. I hope you enjoyed this series, and I'll be seeing all of you in video number 3. Alright, have an impossible day ahead. See all of you.